Welcome back to Professor Snyder's, that's me, Music Biz News. A couple of weeks ago, I gave a presentation at the Singer-Songwriter Conference in Cape May about how AI is being used in the music industry, and I began the presentation with a quick review of how AI is collecting and has been collecting data, both in the music world as well as just everyday life. So most of you are probably familiar with the term large language modeling, abbreviated as LLM. It's the basic AI data collection method that scrapes the whole internet to be used for training AI models. And because the internet is so massive, this can result in errors like extra fingers on a hand. And these errors are called hallucinations. Elon Musk says AI has already gobbled up all of human-produced data to train itself and now relies on hallucination-prone synthetic data. And you should also remember that it's not just since you heard about ChatGPT that AI has been collecting data. It's actually been collecting data since the 1950s, although in a very limited way. But in the 2000s is when it really took off because it was exposed to the internet and the immense amount of data at its disposal, and it began to scrape it all up and begin to train AI. The AI surge in recent years has largely come about thanks to developments in generative AI, or the ability for AI to generate text, images, and videos in response to text prompts. Unlike past systems that were coded to respond to a set inquiry, generative AI continues to learn from materials like documents, photos, and more from across the internet. So you might be familiar with LLM, but perhaps you haven't heard of RAG, or RAG, which stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. And it is trained on domain-specific data. That means that the data is walled off from the rest of the internet, so it's not accessible, theoretically, for AI to randomly just come in and begin to scrape all the data. It's sort of like being in forts. And in the music world, the three big record labels are definitely creating domain-specific buckets of data that they have the exclusive rights to access. So Universal Music Group and Sony and Warner Music Group each are walling off all of those sound recordings that they have been in possession of these many years. And not only that, all their archives, they are also rushing to buy up independent record labels, spending millions and millions of dollars, not so much as before when they were looking for a new artist, as much as it is exclusive scrapable data that they can use in the future. And the rush for RAG data isn't just for music, obviously. There's a music recording studio in York, Pennsylvania. Want to help AI learn to be more human? York Recording Studio will pay you $25 to chat. The company, which King says he cannot identify publicly because of the confidentiality clauses in the contract, has requested 1,000 hours of conversation to help its AI learn how to be more human. He did say, this is the owner of the studio, he did say the company is one of the biggest tech companies in the world. So we don't know if it's Meta or Google or whatever. The studio will pay participants $25 to hold 2-hour conversations, 2 people at a time. The goal is to record 1,000 hours of conversation by the end of December. This is the end of December 2024, the deadline. Participants will also be eligible to win a $2,500 bonus at the conclusion of the project. So it's not just recording studios that are in the act of recording people reading the human voice to be able to train AI. A lot of you out there probably have Alexa or are subscribed to Amazon, and you have Echo devices. And you talk to Echo, which I do, tell me what the weather is today. Well, Amazon put out this announcement not too long ago. Amazon's privacy ultimatum starts today. Let Echo devices process your data or stop using Alexa. And it's not just Alexa. Speech recognition models in artificial intelligence and machine learning depend heavily on the acquisition of audio data. And a voice data collector, which is what is happening, is in charge of gathering and cataloging vast volumes of sound. It could be a person, a team, or a whole company. Either way, voice data collectors implement various techniques mentioned above when it comes to data collection. A wide variety of businesses, from multinational technological conglomerates to small transcription firms, provide audio data collection services. Audio data is collected and processed by these services using a mix of AI and human knowledge to guarantee precision and quality. So we're now at a point with AI that there was a time that we were more worried about all of our email addresses being scooped up and collected and then sold off to various companies, and that resulted, of course, in all the spam that we get. But now, it's any sound we make as humans, whether it's our voice or music or just sneezing in front of an Amazon Echo. It's always listening. So don't be surprised if one day you're hearing a new song and it sounds strangely like your voice. Or you're watching a TV commercial and the voiceover talent sounds like you read it yourself. Or your sneeze shows up in some kind of animated cartoon. Either way, your audio DNA has already been collected and AI is gobbling it up. My putting out this YouTube video means that AI will be able to gobble up everything I just said, the sound of my voice, and you might have even been able to hear my cat that I had to lock in the bathroom because it was making so much noise during this video. It's all out there. It's already happened. Thanks for watching.